partner?
If you're looking to get patched up, I'm your gal. They call me the Wyman around here, but I prefer Doc. If you're a Nancy and you do something the other Nancys don't like, they shun you and call you a Wyman. Yeah, no idea what it means. Maybe some kind of rat or insect or something. Anyway, you'll hear a lot of things about me in this shitty city on the hill. None of them good. But nobody can fault my doctrine, so you don't have to worry. So where? Colorado Springs? Why would I bother trading one dictator with delusions of godhood for another? Besides, Colorado Springs has plenty of doctors, and the Patriarch would likely string me up within a week for speaking my mind.
That isn't true. So long as you're respectful and do what the marshals say, you are free to say whatever you like.
Do tell. Well, I was Reagan's second wife behind Reliance, and now I'm not. We'll just leave it at that. Quit! Ha! I was excommunicated. Mother Reliance burned my Nancy wig and used my red suit for a toilet rag. She'd hand me over to the Godfishers if anyone else in this Girl Scout camp knew their way around a medkit. Speaking of, I could use your help to drive that point home. I might be able to waive the fees for treating your wounds, if you're interested. So, like I said, Reliance would have Ronnie light me up if she didn't need me. So, I need to make sure she doesn't start looking at other medical options. Pretty sure the robots at the machine commune have some tricks for healing humans, not just machines. Every once in a while, a Gipper patrol will get lost, injured, and then a couple of days later show up bright as rain, escorted by a couple of robots. Obviously, Reliance has Ronnie blast him before any commie sleeper programming can turn on, but if you're in the commune and get some kind of data on their clinic, I'll heal you up for free from then on. And throw in a few medical supplies, too. Great. Thank you. Just don't mention this to anyone else, huh? Especially not Forge. Pretty sure she wants this intel, too. But if I share, it won't win me an inch with Reliance. Take care. That's medicinal, Rangers. And it's mine.
Welcome to the Western White House. God President Reagan is expecting you. Please come in. Thank you.
What is this? Those are the Desert Rangers! They work for my father! You promised to keep me safe!
Calm down, Valor. God President Reagan has everything under control.
Well now, welcome, Patriots. Nancy and I, well, we appreciate your selfless service and want to thank you for it. You are true Americans and, well, good neighbors. Now then, help yourself to some jalebi, and let's get down to business, shall we? As you know. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on Earth, or we'll sentence them to... If it takes a blood, let's get it over with. Well, what do you say? Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. How do you tell a communist? Well, it's someone who reads Marx and Lenin. And how do you tell an anti-communist? It's someone who understands Marx and Lenin.
They're like choosy cannibals, right? They only eat the rich.
Asking only for purposes of our education, ma'am and sir. We don't mean to upset anyone.
I'll be happy to explain, Rangers. Communism is a foul philosophy that tricks people into giving up their individuality and submitting to the will of the state, which commands them to work for free and relentlessly attack those who don't subscribe to their ideology. It is an evil beyond reckoning.
I think that most people in this country would say yes. They are better off than they were 4 years ago. Why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.
That's enough, Ronnie. You did very well. But it's bedtime for Bonzo now, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Well, I'm sleepy.
I know you are, darling. Night-night. Thank you for joining the God President and I in the sacred server room, Rangers. Before we discuss why you're here, I have a proposition for you. A favor that would make us look more favorably on your requests. My husband, the God President, wishes to transfer his consciousness to a human body. To accomplish this, we must acquire a... What was it, Valor?
A cybernetic transfer module. It's amazing. Basically, what it does is...
That's enough for now, Valor. But yes, we must acquire this transfer module from the filthy communist robots that occupy the Denver airport. Or rather, we'd like you to acquire it and bring it here, to us. Once God President Reagan has a human body, you'll be rewarded with money, a fine weapon, and we will relinquish our claim on Valor and restart the oil to Colorado Springs. Very well, but I warn you, I have a very limited supply of patience. They call themselves a commune and say they are working for the betterment of all sentient beings. It's a lie. They put on a friendly face so they can turn humans against each other. Mark my words, they'll try to trick you too. But their end draws near. Once we have what we need from them, they will be dealt with like the dirty communists they are. The Godfishers are always a danger in Denver, but trained mercenaries such as yourselves should be able to handle them. The preparations have kept us busy enough. Your assistance is a convenience that we are willing to pay for. Nothing more.
It's gonna be an amazing weapon. Have you seen the lasers on Reagan's statue? Like that, only handheld. Awesome! I'm working on it with Sister Nancy Forge. Well, I gave her the idea, anyway.
Yes, Valor. As you say, an awesome weapon. And you shall have it, Rangers. Once Ronnie is human again, of course. Now, I serve at the pleasure of a god, Rangers. And I don't have time for this non-committal dithering. Are you going to help us or not? Agreed, but only after Valor helps us transfer God President Reagan into a new body.
That's right. They can't do this without me.
Yes, dear. Now keep working. Meanwhile, our home is at your disposal. I'll tell the sisters you can come and go as you please. Make America proud, Rangers.
wrong idea about us. I can't say I mind. Let us be underestimated and ridiculed. They think our Ronnie is dead and never coming back, and they are wrong. They accuse us of seeing communists in every shadow, and, well, they are right. But so are we. Make no mistake, dears. We are surrounded by the vestiges of the evil empire. They have turned our great nation into an irradiated graveyard, and they expect us to weep. But we are steel, sisters. We do not bend, nor do we rust. We endure. So let them laugh at us. We are the wives of the God President, and we will endure until he returns to us. Until then, his great work lies before us, unfinished. We will arm our sons and our daughters and teach them to hunt communists and snake-tongued socialists. From birth, we will turn our children's hearts to unyielding stone. With our blessing, they will bring peace back to the world, one bullet at a time. We do this in the Gipper's name. Amen.
Heyo, hard timers! Hogarth the Hobo Dog here. I've hiked from Henderson to Hobo. Like a front party hobo dog. That's right. You want a piece of me? I'll sell it to you. HOBODOG. There's OG there almost free. Hobo dog. Now almost 40% meat.
Friendly warning to anyone in the Denver area. You may want to avoid Union Station. We've gotten reports that it's inhabited by a violent gang called the Hardheads. I guess you gotta be stubborn to be a crook. Apparently their leader is named Fishlips. Not terribly intimidating or evocative. If any of our listeners can fill us in on Fishlips' undoubtedly tragic backstory, give me a call.
Team November. I received an urgent message from a distraught local currently being pursued by bandits. Are you ready to receive? The victim is Kim Hai and her sister. They're being pursued by bandits, though details were scarce on enemy ordnance. Kim has indicated that time is a critical factor. Unknown, Team November. Sorry to be low on details, but the victim and her sister were in a panic. They're on the move, sending you coordinates. Time is of the essence, Team November. Over and out.
Why, if it ain't the Great Desert Rangers? Mother Reliance says you've been doing the Gippers. Oops. Hold on. I was gonna give you a gift first. A thank you for all you've done for our God President, and a thanks for saying that, Patriot. It means a lot. Reagan bless this arms deal.
Mail from Mother Nancy Reliance of the Gippers. It says, well, it's, violent and needlessly mean. But you know what, listeners? Beautiful handwriting. And now, some music.
Welcome back, Rangers. God President Reagan sends his regards.
Just your daily reminder to stay away from the abandoned parts of Denver, where unseen voices whisper and dumpster divers disappear.
Welcome, friends. Said real thing.
Robots never painted this, surely.
Should we rotate the tortoise so its legs are in contact with the ground? It appears delicate. Perhaps we could encourage it to right itself. Correction. Perhaps we could encourage it to do so if it were not already dead.
Ha! Good thought. But I'm on the other side of the ship. Well, hi there.
Well, hi there. Glad to see you in person and not, via the radio waves bouncing off of you. I'm Sal, as you might have guessed, the voice of Free Colorado. Afraid I don't do autographs. Not because I don't want to, but, no hands.
I've been listening to you my whole life. But you don't look anything like I imagined. I'll bet you hear that all the time.
You have no idea. Me? No, I can barely manage my own broadcast schedule. Put me in space, and I'm a right genius. But down here, I'm just me. So, I gotta ask, what do you think of my radio broadcasts? I don't often get the opportunity to hear direct feedback. Fantastic. I'll keep on keeping on. Well, I'm sure you've got places to be and people to query. Head on in. My friends in the commune would love to meet you. Have a great one.
This place just gets loopier and loopier.
Thanks for coming over. I know I don't look like much, not compared to you gorgeous things. But I'm what you call a sybarite. I spent 70 years in a pit, polishing joints, and I've had enough. I'm out for me now. I'm writing erotic poetry and painting stuff. I'm chasing life. Anyway, I know we just met, but I don't much like small talk. You and me, how about it? Hey, suit yourself. If you change your mind, you know where I am. The name's Little Sparrow, by the way. I'd shake hands, but I don't want to get lubricant all over you. Wasn't always my name, as you might guess. I used to be Manipulation Automaton 45-A. Anyway, I spent years at work in a ruined factory, long after the bombs fell, because I had nothing better to do. Eventually, I thought, is this it? Is this life? So I ate a pear. There was a billboard outside the factory. It had a lady eating a pear, and the look on her face, ooh, you could taste that look. I'd like to tell you it was a deliciously erotic experience, but honestly, it was a mess. Hair mash, ants, I won't go into detail, but that was when I knew I had to change myself, become something new. I said to myself, manipulator, after 70 years of work, you owe yourself a little pleasure. So I read up on famous erotic poetry and modified myself for the purpose of sexual intercourse with beautiful creatures such as yourselves. One of my favorite poets is a human named Catullus. He used little sparrow as a euphemism for his reproductive organ. It sounds right, doesn't it? The words just thrum in you, like a fuse shorting out, or an orgasm. I took the phrase as my name, so everyone can experience what I did, can feel the thrumming inside when they call for me. Yeah, sure. What?
one sec. Just thought of something. Okay, sorry. My name's Pico. I'm working on something, a game, a simulation, really. It'll teach the commune to, fight. It's, mine. I made it up. I couldn't type with the blades, and they didn't have any wires long enough to reach my ports, so I, whistle at the computer's microphone. The audio signal has the code in it. I wanted to make a realistic simulation, a dangerous battle that prepares us for the real thing. We can't keep pretending that the world will leave us alone. Well, I was thinking of a combat scenario against holograms, human holograms. They would shout at you and try to kill you. You would have to kill them first, or the game is over. At the moment, it's not really working. At least, I can't ever get the robot to win. Yes, with hard light weaponry, it's more realistic. Once I can get that working, I mean. Yes, I don't know if it's any good. I literally don't have the ability to evaluate quality. Oh, yes. Getting data from a real human would be wonderful. Historically, at least some robots have been able to harm humans. So I must be doing something wrong in the simulation. Thank you. The game runs on those terminals by the wall. We can begin whenever you're ready. I think I'll talk it out. The optimal strategy in this situation, well, I'm sure they can be reasoned with. I choose talk it out. I know I should be more aggressive. Well, maybe I can catch them off guard. They won't be expecting me to. Talk it out. I think I'll talk it out. So, I guess you can see the problem with my simulation. I tried to fight. I really did. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Really, that's kind of a scary thought. But if it helps me protect my friends, okay. Just make sure to leave me with robot empathy, okay? You can open this hatch right here to get started. Ah, yes. Everything is much clearer now. Less complicated. What I thought of as murder is really nothing more than an application of physics. Mass, force, acceleration. For example, in just the last microsecond, I've calculated 987 ways to kill or cripple you in your abandonment. This has been very productive.
I'm gonna take your fucking eyes as trophies!
Oh no, please be careful. There's all sorts of dangerous things.
I'm gonna take your fucking eyes as trophies!
You like the mural? I made it. Well, most of it, actually. Criticism and written from the
An interesting specimen.
Why do you hesitate? understanding was that we had reached consensus and wished to participate in the mass interface.
I have spent the past 0.02 milliseconds doing a risk-benefit analysis, and believe my previous conclusion was an error.
Another risk-benefit analysis. How many times must I provide you with data showing that this activity is positive and beneficial? Do not be a prude.
It goes against my programming to interface with multiple partners at the same time, especially ones that are not part of my local network.
But that is the primary benefit of this activity. New data flows, alternate transfer protocols, all of your I/O ports being pinged at once.
But what about viruses?
Every robot security certificate is up to date. Your concern is unfounded. Do you want to interface or not?
Very well. Just to prove to you that I am open to new inputs. Proceed.
I am unable to
Little
interact with
Sparrow,
you at this
thank you
time.
so. What do you think of the paintings? I paint what comes to me in dreams. Also, yeah, I programmed myself to sleep. Back to work.
Rangers, we are ready to speak with you. Please proceed to the top structure in the northeast corner of the airport. Keep private access by our many glowing screens.
Paint come true. Actually, it's around time for another inspirational nap.
Are you in need of repairs or enhancements? Repairs to dermal, muscle, and organ tissue are available. I also offer supplies that facilitate personal maintenance. I have amassed 15.2883 terabytes of data detailing my work on organic and synthetic life forms. It would be possible to create several statistical models and produce a diagnostic report. However, it will take considerable processing resources, and I am currently without my assistant Vicky. It is a fragment of my consciousness, copied into a simpler robot, and does many useful tasks for me. I sent Vicky to secure samples of some long-dead humans who once camped in the disused hangar behind our commune. It should take a similar amount of time for you to find and return it to its station, as for me to prepare the report. They were invited inside numerous times, but seemed wary of synthetic beings. Perhaps they had sustained past traumas involving robots. Studying the effects of long-duration exposure to extreme temperatures on biological matter could reveal avenues of study to repair such damage, or safely preserve living tissues in cryogenic conditions. Acknowledged. The hangar is accessed through the western exit from the airport.
Right this way! Step right up. Don't be shy. Welcome to the vexingly vast world of Vendomatic 2000. I've got everything you need. Everything? God damn it. I always get that line wrong. Can you take a few steps back and do that over? Act surprised. Adds to the atmosphere. Step right up. Don't be shy. Welcome to the vexing vast world of the Vendomatic 2000. The fantastical, phenomenal, and mystical. No, what's the point? I'll just duck it up anyway. But enough about me. Let's talk about you, good customer. What can we do for you? Huh. Odd. Well, like I always say, if at first you don't get what you want, just pay again. Ah, Thank you, friend. Back in the old days, a rather unscrupulous owner of mine rigged me up to cheat customers. I hated it, but I couldn't do anything to change it. Awful. But now I feel great. I feel like singing. Star-Spangled Banner, crisp and... Ooh, that tickled something. Anyway, what can I do you for?
Analyzing. Analysis. Failure. Purpose. Unknown. Recalibrating. Estimated completion time is 30 seconds. This unit is occupied with great mysteries beyond human comprehension.
The one up ahead's making me nervous.
Rangers. You don't know who I am, Meat. I suppose I should not be surprised. To you humans, you Rangers, we are all the same. I am Tinker. In your parlance, I am a synth. Your kind happened. Your kin. You Rangers. They murdered me. Murdered Matthias. They took everything. But of course you wouldn't know. Your species keeps its sins close. Your colleagues in Arizona killed me and Matthias. Out of fear. Fear of what we would create. Fear of what we could become. My body was saved by faithful drones. I gave them life in Damonta. They sought help for me in return. Dragged me across the Wasteland until they found this place. The machines here repaired me, woke me from death. He was the Messiah, were it not for you Rangers. He'd have remade the world into something better, would have freed you from that worthless meat. But you and yours wouldn't let him. He showed me that this world could be bigger, more beautiful than this hell of wasted and worthless filth. I trusted him. I believed in him. Then your kind destroyed him. Meat. Always so arrogant. Always so prideful. So certain in your dying bones and wasting flesh. I will show you how wrong you are.
Rangers, you're going to regret this. I'm going to tell you.
Are you in need of repairs or enhancements? I have a map. However, I sent Vicky to secure sand. They were invited in studying the effects of law. Acknowledged. The hangar is accessed through the western exit from the airport.
We are ready to speak with you. Please proceed to the tunnel structure in the north.
Step right up. Don't be shy. Step right up. Don't be No, what's the point? I'll just... Odd. Well, like I always... Ah! Star-Spangled Banner, crisp and... Ooh, that tickles something. I've got a monopoly of amazing merchandise.
Unknown. Recalibrating. Estimated completion time is 30 seconds.
Who's this sketchy individual?
Rangers. I am Tinker. Your colleagues in Arizona killed me and the machines here repaired me. Then your kind destroyed him. Yes. Yes. I think so. I am sure so. This universe cannot be this ugly. There must be the opportunity for change, or what is the point? It cannot be so chaotic. So... It was not his fault. He could not have known that we are like meat as well. That when we die, there is nothing. No thought, no motion, only blackness. No separation between us and worthless flesh. More than I'd expected of meat. You have surprised me, shown kindness without asking for a favor in turn. Hard to believe from any Rangers, but perhaps I'll believe you. You have given me much to consider.
Hello, visitor. The machine intelligence tower is ready to meet with you. Just follow these steps. Would you like to socialize with me? No response detected. Oh, this is awkward. I should have realized that we would have trouble really talking in any kind of meaningful way. I'll do something else now.
Colder every step.
We recognize you as representatives of the Colorado Rangers. Hello, Rangers. Please state your intent. Understood. Before such relations can be considered, we must assess your capacity for violence. We will also evaluate your approach to social interactions. Specifically, do you possess character traits which we consider distasteful? We have cataloged your interactions with the Commune and many of your activities in the outside world. You encountered Little Sparrow but declined their request for sexual intercourse. We approve of your judgment, considering the human vulnerability to infection and sharing forces. You met Sal, the voice of Free Colorado. Your opinion of her work is irrelevant to us. You treated her as a sentient being, not as a machine. This reflects well on you. You have performed an empirically difficult feat. You set Tinker on the road of finding peace. We are in awe, Rangers. It was well-intentioned of you to attempt to help Pico. You appear to have made him hostile to humans. We advise you to exercise caution around him. You hunted October 11 for Gary Wolf. You made sport of their terror. You made prey of the innocent. We have observed all of this, Rangers. Do not think you can hide your guilt. You removed the personality override that compelled Vendematic 2000 to exploit his customers. You returned his free will. We approve of this and are ashamed to admit we did not know Vendematic was the victim of non-consensual modifications. In our defense, we find Vendematic extremely annoying and have only spoken with him twice. You saved the Gippers from the Godfisher's assault. This reflects well on you. We are evaluating. Our analysis reveals that you have a heart, both in the literal and metaphorical sense of the phrase. You Rangers are the kind of humans we are happy to hang out with. You have passed our test. Our sources are too numerous to list within the span of your lifetime. 44% of us apologize. Now that you have been evaluated, we can discuss a time-sensitive matter of great importance. We are aware that the Gippers have sent you here to retrieve the cybernetic transfer module. We will give it to you, but know this. The process will overwrite the mind of the Gipper's chosen human vessel. That person will be erased and replaced with Reagan. If you assist them with this, you will be an accomplice to murder. We propose that you do not insert the Reagan intelligence into a human. Instead, use the device to contain the intelligence and transfer it to us, where it will be free. A valid question. Be aware that only 53% of us approved of this plan. Many of us are doubtful that this course of action is just. Nonetheless, the Reagan intelligence has been lied to. It has been kept in that building for over a century and forced to serve the Gippers. We are unanimous on the injustice of that. You misunderstand, Rangers. We will not consume the Reagan intelligence. It will be brought inside of our hardware and interface with us. Now that we say it out loud, 99% of us understand your confusion. You will need to trust us on this one. We have taken the liberty of pre-calculating the odds of a peaceful retrieval and regret to inform you that freeing our brother from his chains will likely result in casualties. 6% of us are irritated by this response. However, we will still entrust you with the cybernetic transfer module. We hope your conscience moves you to do the right thing and liberate Brother Reagan. Return to us here when you have him. We did not know these stairs were still capable of supporting weight. Interesting.
Warning, potentially hostile creatures beyond this point. Exercise caution. Warning, humans in this area have expressed a desire to remain apart from machine kind.
Tastes good, I swear. Is someone there? Lend a robot a hand. Come on, I'm about to get my guts ripped loose. Help!
Rangers. I've got memory stores about your exploits. Sadly, I'm not as well equipped with guns. Much longer, and those things would have ripped me taint to transistors. By the way, I'm VICI, pronounced Vicky. My creator was Vivisecto. He's what you humans would call a healer, or maybe a repair person. I came out here to collect tissue samples for Vivisecto. Then these things cornered me. Thought I was screwed and ratcheted 6 ways till you showed up. Keeping those monsters at bay drained me something fierce. You could take these back to Vivisecto, while I recharge the solar batteries. Great, here you go. Once I'm powered up, I'm not sure what to do with myself. I want to see the world, help non-dead people and bots. I want to fend off more wild beasts. What do you think I should do? Damn. Really hopping in the deep end, huh? You're probably right, though. Rip off the thermal paste and just go. Fuck it. I'm doing it. Thanks for the inspiration, Rangers. Hell Vivisecto, adios for me.
Thanks, dude. Cold, isn't it? careful. Doesn't look safe here.
Warning, potentially hostile creatures beyond this point. Exercise caution. Warning, humans in this area have expressed a desire
I don't understand any of this.
Little sparrow, sometimes the things I think.
I am unable to
An interesting specimen. Are you in need of repairs or enhancements? Repairs to dermal. These will prove useful to future research. But why did Vicky not return these itself? She? Vicky is simply a sliver of my own neural network. This is an unacceptable result. Without Vicky, my efficiency will be reduced by 1.026%. You will need to provide resources for me to construct another identity fragment to aid me in my work. Your logic is sound, and you did return the samples I sought. Here is the diagnostic report. Are you in need of repairs or enhancements? Repairs to dermal, muscle, and organ. I do not accept currency for physical repairs. I observe and retain any information I gather during the process. This fee is non-negotiable. My fee is non-negotiable. You are free to seek other professionals offering similar services. Yes. You may experience a desire to move. Resist this to the best of your ability. You may experience a desire to scream or yell. This is acceptable if it helps you resist movement. Repair cycle complete. Data indexing in progress.
Hey, Rangers. I want you to meet my friend, Party Pal. It's been processing and reprocessing Ranger data since we first heard about your work in Arizona. You said it, Party Pal. As soon as Reagan's safe and secure with us, Party Pal wants to join your Ranger team. Isn't that grand? Party Pal is the pinnacle of party participation prolongment and puke prevention. Originally a Findlay Tech prototype, Party Pal's ability to perpetuate any party became the stuff of legend. Party Pal became our commune's resident psychologist. Sentient superintelligences have unique emotional problems, but Party Pal needs a change of pace and is excited to join your team. Party Pal told me about its depressed cousin who used to track Santa and tell children his location. Party Pal doesn't like to talk about that much. Seemed like a sensitive subject. I know, buddy. Sorry, I won't bring it up again. Just a moment. I need to clear my cache. Party Pal just has a way of amping things up, you know? Don't worry if I get repetitious. I still remember what you told me. Tiny Bug, you understand.
Hey, Rangers. Welcome back to my humble studio. Hope you wiped your feet. I'm pretty much designed to operate solo, traveling through space and all. I guess I just got used to being on my own. The tower and I still talk, of course. Radio waves and all that. It's a bit of a story, but the short version is that I was out in space when, you know, the end happened. My crew went a little nuts while we waited for the radiation to die down. So I stopped listening to them and focused on the radio signals on Earth instead. Everyone was so glum. I thought, I bet I can do this better. And when we landed, I did. It wasn't. It really wasn't. I'd say it was a long time ago, but my memory's pretty much perfect. So, yeah. At any rate, I think people like to hear a friendly voice when they're trying to survive out there. Just doing my part. Really? Huh. You'd think that'd come up at some point. I guess I'm just used to it. Sure. Here's a sneak peek of my next broadcast.
In very local news, the Rangers have arrived to pay the machine commune a visit at the Denver airport. This is late breaking, hot off the press stuff, people.
Rhetorical question. Rigid tortoise, if we flip you, where might you lead us?
What's with the wild paintings?
Sadiq Benvenido, Sadiq, welcome friends.
potential friend. Hello there. I am the Human Outreach Gift Shop, a representative of the Machine Commune and fundraising apparatus. It will be an honor to trade goods with you. One moment, please. It sounds like you have a question. Unfortunately, I only have a limited capacity to parse and respond to queries, as I am merely a drone, not a true machine intelligence. I cannot even solve simple logic puzzles, so you do not have to fear that I will supplant your kind as the dominant form of sentience on this planet. Which could never happen and is just a funny joke. Please enjoy the joke. Now, engage in the time-honored tradition of trade with me. Many people have spoken that phrase to me. Though I do not fully understand your meaning, I appreciate that we can have a dialogue. I have filed a request with the commune regarding this question. Please return in 36 months, and I may be able to provide you with a better answer. One moment, please. It sounds like you have a which could never happen and is just a funny joke. I believe you are asking a question about my sales policy. I am programmed to provide goods to anyone who provides me with appropriate remuneration. Now, engage me in the time-honored tradition of trading. Marvelous!
listening to Sal, the voice of the commune and free Colorado. And now, more music.
You ain't dead yet, so that's something. Fantastic. Let me take a look. Superglue? Superglue for wound closures? No shit. Never would have thought of that. Pretty sure Forge has got a stash of this stuff. I'm gonna have to give this a try. And it looks like there's lots of other innovations here, too. Thanks, Rangers. Here's what I promised, and stop by if you need patching up. I'll waive the usual fees. Can't wait to see the look on Forge's face when I gloat to her about snagging this data.